Hey, this is Willie, just doing a bit of an update. Overhauling the Buick today. Well, I've been working on it on and off for quite a few weeks. You look on this side, you can see quite a bit of oil in here from some oil leaks. I've also had a coolant leak. I'll show you in here. I got this off. It's hard to see it, but that yellow fuzz in here is actually from the coolant, so this gasket's been leaking. I also think these O-rings have been leaking on top of this as well because I had quite a bit of corrosion in here. Another reason why I'm taking it all apart is the magnet had come off of the cam gear. I'll show you that once I get in there. So I didn't have a cam signal, and then the car would run for 15-20 minutes and then shut off because I had a crank sensor that was failing. So I figured while I was in here, I'll replace the timing set, replace the harmonic balancer, replace the crank sensor, fix all the oil leaks, valve cover gasket leaks as well. I have new injectors for it, and this is the harness that goes on the block. This is the one pigtail for the cam sensor right here. There's a problem in here that I found. As you can see, the top wire is melted and one wire is missing some insulation. I'm expecting a similar issue for the crank pigtail. As you can see, the plastic harness is all falling apart that ran down to the crank sensor, so I'll go over all that, clean everything, and make sure there's no issues with the wiring there, and I'll replace all the plastic on that so it's not all dry rotted. Here's a quick tip. This is a aluminum intake manifold. This is the lower, and that's the upper down here. You want to go nice and slow. You want to have a nice soft brush. And I got the glue off, and I was very careful. If you can see here, these cut lines I didn't take off. Even all the way down here, you can still see, if I can get in the light just right, you can still see these cut lines. You gotta be very careful that you don't go too deep when you're using that. So very light, slow speeds, if not medium speeds. Keep very light pressure on the aluminum so you don't eat into the aluminum and make a low spot. You want to make sure you don't take any more metal off there than you have to. So that's just a little tip. So I can still see these cutting lines all the way down the surface, so I didn't burn it anywhere, but I'm going to be putting RTV on that anyway to seal it up. But just wanted to show you how I clean these. I used a scraper to get most of this junk off. Then I used a wire brush for all back here. So you can use a wire brush to get a majority of that crud off of there. And then this side is after I buffed it. Now you're not going to be able to get rid of the pitting in here. We're going to have to put some RTV in there to fill in all that pitting so it doesn't leak on these coolant passages. But this is after cleaning everything. I still have to clean all the gook off of it with some rags and cleaner after, but I'm getting there. This is also cleaned right here for the crossover. I still have to clean this one, but getting there. And then I still have the upper to do. Another quick tip for you. These slots for the injectors, make sure you clean those out, and a gun brush is perfect. I think this is like a 12 gauge. No, 20 gauge. 20 gauge gun brush fits in those injector ports perfectly. Clean all the corrosion out of there so the O-rings seal. So I'll have more videos in the future on this thing, so make sure if you liked it, you give me a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and bye.